Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to TSM Guitar Archived. That's a terrible name, but I'm probably going to stick with it. I don't know. As you know, this channel is, mostly dedicated to finding any Secret Machines media I can, and getting it out there for y'all, but I figure if I'm archiving Secret Machines content, what better than how to play their songs, right? And I am spending a lot of time figuring them out, so figured I'd make these videos, put them up for you. I'm going to be working through the first three albums, I think. First two albums, I mean. Just trying to figure out what Ben was doing as closely as possible. Never gonna be perfect because I don't think even he knew what he was doing half of the time. Nah, he was a genius, but so unconventional. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try to teach you as best as possible how to play these parts. Fair warning, I won't be the best on tones because, again, Ben had like a crazy pedal setup. He knew way more about manipulating tone than I do. But I know where the fingers go, I know how to strum it. Hopefully that's good enough for you. So yeah, let's get into it. So we're starting off Lightning, Blue Eyes, Reflected Sunrise, everyone's favorite, great song. Intro. So you're gonna be doing this open E shape, it's really capo 3rd fret, sorry, keep forgetting. Capo 3rd fret, very important, secret sauce to the song. So open E, it's really an open G, but the fret markers are moved. That's gonna be confusing for you, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'll try to have tabs up on the screen with, stuff relative to the capo, but if not, it's because I'm bad at editing. Now, start off with this open E shape. That's how you do it live. Just stay there. Now, on the record, you hear this, which I do really like. So here's how you can do that. So do just the top four. So, 0, 7, 9, 9. Lift that if you want. And then you basically slowly you use the same finger to press down. And then use your pinky. That was wrong. That's the thing. You might accidentally hit that, which you don't like. But... Right? So yeah, anyway. Intro. So for your first verse, it's gonna be pretty simple. So you're gonna just basically be palm muting power chords, just like that one. So instead of when it's open, just mute it. So yeah, so E, move that down one, move this up one. It's really just going to be 2 strings. I guess you can throw the open A in there if you want to. Really, you can keep the open E. It's a little dissonant though, but so. And then, so you're gonna go, so. Oh, and then there's the, not too hard. Back to the same thing. Oh, and so second time. You're gonna take your pinky finger and you're gonna go, you take it from where it is, lift your pointer finger up, move it to where the pointer finger, or ring finger was, and then you're gonna go. That's something Ben did a lot live, and it is on the record too. So that's important. So instead of the second chord, you go. Go sharp with the third one. So that'll be, yeah, that's your verse. Alright, now we've got this little break. I love this break. He's got like an octave pedal and stuff on it, so it sounds bigger when he does it, and I think he probably only played it on the single string, but basically, because your notes are going to be... Right, but I do power chords just to make it sound a little fuller, so... So that's so, easy enough, just your power. So that's the cool part. So this is important. You want your ring finger, what is it, 6th fret on the G string, and your pointer finger 5th fret on the B string, right? This is important. So you go, top 2 strings are gonna be the same. So you can just, right, but then you want to stay there. So you do that break, and then you're gonna, this is where you're staying for the next verse. So you're basically gonna palm mute this, and you're gonna pluck these 2 strings, and you're occasionally gonna add your ring finger. So it's gonna be. So you're gonna add your ring finger 7th fret. Same thing. There's a pattern. That is the pattern. Just listen to figure it out. What is it? You open it up. So yeah, it's just towards the end. Well, we'll get there in just a second. So now for like everyone's favorite part, the pre-chorus. He's got like probably some kind of flanger or something on it. I don't know. I'm just gonna play it with the same tone I have. But yeah, so you go from. So you're gonna be on your 3rd fret. So basically, all of this is a melody on the D string or G string. Yeah, G. And you're gonna be just playing a melody here, and then you're just picking through the top 2 strings open and letting them break. So you're gonna start off on 3. Get a 6. Right, so that's just the great part. The picking pattern is slightly different, but you'll know when you have it right. That resets there. This one. You'll know when it sounds right. From here, you're doing a big run up. So you're gonna go from 1, 2, 4, 6, 12. I don't know the fret markers. It gets annoying, but basically. So yeah, so you know, that's the run up. And once you're here, you want to put your ring finger here and your index finger on. So this is what, 14, 12, I don't know. So you want to. So you'll pick through that for a little bit. So, and then he does this little F major. 7, I don't know what the actual shape is, but you know, this, so boop, 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 this shape, and strum that. So yeah, that's your pre-chorus basically. So all together. There you have it. All right, now for the chorus. To finish your pre-chorus, you go big E, F sharp minor, D says 2, A, and then you're gonna do this thing. So it's gonna be just like the intro riff, right? Or don't do that. So that's pretty. So it's very important, but it's great. Same thing as the intro. So lightning, blue eyes, reflections, and then you're gonna go, then from there, second time through, not the same, you're not just strumming those chords, of course not, open E, and then from here you go, you put your index finger there, 9 on the, like 12, 9, whatever, on the A, mute this guy, hover your pinky above this guy and mute it, but you are going to be pressing down, and then index finger here on the B. So those are the only 2 notes you're really fretting. Top bottom string is going to be left open, and then this guy's going to be muted, but you're going. That's the idea. So this guy's the root. So that's why you want him in there. So it'll be. So. Here's where it gets real messed up, as if that wasn't messed up enough. Okay, you're gonna want your pinky finger holding 10, just above 12, whatever, on the top of your strings. Ring finger, or whatever finger works, holding these 2 up here at, that's 9 at 7. And then your pointer finger, yep, that's right, all the way down here. So it's like this big, I think when you break it down it's like an F power chord, but it's, you know, and you gotta just stretch it out. It's rough, especially if your hands are tiny like mine, but so anyway, so you're gonna and you're gonna, and then you're here, and then going into the solo, boots the A, so keep that open. You can like kind of bar these, and you're gonna be starting here, so just kind of put your pinky there. But so yeah, all together the chorus. Alright, now the solo. This is a melodic masterpiece. Now it's pretty simple actually. If you actually know how to play guitar, this should be a piece of cake. I don't, but I can play it, I think. You can keep the top string open the whole time if you like. You don't have to, but basically, so you're coming in from the shape. So this is your starting note. So you go. So yeah, so you notice you're gonna end up in that same position. So it'll be 7. You gotta bend it. So it's, you know, the same thing. But you go up. So is that you. And then you're gonna, so after you go, and then you're gonna use the top string, which is what, 5/4. And then you're gonna go 0, 6, 5. You can go, yeah. So 0, and then you fret this. And then they're the same, so. That's your first half. Right, cool. So now your second half is going to be, start off the same way, but then you just stay up here. And you go. So that's how it's going to be. So D string, I guess, 9, 11, I guess it is. But here you go up. So it's not that. And remember to go 1 higher. And then so you go you get here, bar the top two, here, with your pointer finger, and then you... That's kind of what he does. You can like play around with that a little bit, but you know, basically, I think it's like 12 and 14. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's basically. You do like that, and then you go back down to that shape you played earlier. But this time you hammer on, so it's right. You can hammer on with the pinky. And there you go. There's your solo. So, well, hold on. All together, actually. I'm gonna play it slow because I suck at guitar, but that's okay. I said I would play it slow and I didn't. So it probably sounded a little shit, but you know the parts. Second verse. Key change has occurred, so we're in a different key now. So your root notes for this are going to be A, B, G, and D. Perfect. So yeah. So what he does, he's got his ring finger here, fourth fret of the D, and then his pointer finger, second fret of the G. But pinky is fifth fret, top string. I don't know if he ever really hits it, but it's there. Right, so you start, and you want to leave this guy open because you hear a lot like some stuff like that, which is just open and 2 and 4. But I think he does more strum it. So you're gonna be like. So your first chord is basically roots to A. Right, that's fine. But for the most part, you're not gonna necessarily be like strumming it. You're just gonna be kind of picking through it. Like that. So that's your A1. Next, you keep these two in the same place, but then you take your pointer finger, take it to B, right? And then it is tricky because you have to kind of flatten it in order to hit this guy and keep this guy open. It's not going to be the most perfect thing in the world. Again, one of those messed up shapes. So, yeah, there's that. And then you go G. So you take middle finger here, put it on the G, mute the A, and then put this guy back where he was, right? And then just go to your D sus2, and then there's that little lick, but it's really not hard. But so yeah, all together that first time, so you're going. There's that little thing, so you can like try to flatten your pointer finger maybe. Try to hit that during the first one. So yeah, it's a little tricky, but the basic shapes are, as you've seen, 2, 4, 5 with the A, no bottom E. So basically what? And then you go to the B, which is going to be, then your G, which is going to be, and then your D sus2. And then the second time, you just, and then we get into the new chorus. Alright, now for the chorus with the key change. Well, this is how you do it. So you're ending your pre-chorus or verse, whatever. So So the roots are now, like I said, A, B, G, D. At least, not the actual notes, but you know what I'm saying. So you're gonna be 0. You're gonna be, what is this? 7, 6. Leave this guy open, and then pinky finger is gonna be here. And actually, this guy can be muted. And this guy should be muted for now. So yeah. So that's your first chord. The second chord is the same thing. You just take your thumb, and this is, I mean, my hands are small, so I can do it, you can do it. Take your thumb, put it on this B here, which is going to be right here. And then just mute the A. So this, pretty easy. Just changing the root. And then it's that guy again. Yeah, I'm sorry. And then this time you keep your pointer finger here and you just take it, and it's like a caged D sus2, I think is what it is. Which is, you know. And then, so yeah, you just stay there. Again, my playing's sloppy, but there you go. Alright, now we have this break here. So A. You're up here. So it's, I don't know what frets these are, but you should be able to figure it out, or I'll have it up on screen. But so, when watching the actual music video, you can see what Ben's doing here. So he hits this little F sharp. So just remember. And then initially I thought it was just, which wouldn't that be nice, right? If you just A. And it works, but the way he actually played it is messed up. Of course. So you're at the, what, 4th fret? You're borrowing all of these. Take your thumb, hit the A, or on the low string, you know, right? I guess you don't even have to mute that guy. So he goes. So it's gonna be what? 5, 0, 4, 6. And then, like, it's like, I don't know if you can hear. I'm trying to get this closer up. You can see this, but it's like, boop. He just like, it's like, and he gets both of these. But that one's more prominent. That one, so it's, I know, it's kind of messed up, but that's what he does. So, that's it. So, so you do that, you know, however many times, and then it gets into these arpeggios, which are actually really easy. So, to save you, you know, that headache, it's just an A chord, literally, and you don't even need the top string, so just pick down through it. And then you just change it to a D sus2 shape. Same strings that you're picking up. Again. Don't even have to change the shape, just pick the higher ones. And it goes. back into the chorus that I showed you. Pretty easy. Okay, and then the last chorus is just like I showed you. That's D sus2. But so you go from this D sus2 strumming, right? And then you just go back to like you did in the break, the finish with an A. And it's not so bad now, is it? Alright, now I'm gonna cut to a live take of the song I did. There's like one mistake I overdubbed. But other than that, it's pretty good. Well, thank you very much for watching this. I hope you learned how to play the song. I'm sorry I'm a terrible guitarist, but I'm working on it. Yeah, rest in peace, Ben. You absolute genius. More of this to come.